All right, we're getting in news in connection with the Justice Verma and the matter related to the cash haul. Well, the internal committee formed by the Chief Justice of India has reached the residence of Justice Yashwant Verma. A three-judge panel has reached the High Court judge's residence in the national capital at this point in time. The panel is probing the cash haul at Judge Verma's house, is what we know. The three-member panel is going to probe into the allegations made against Justice Verma vis-a-vis the cash haul at his residence. They'll be studying where the cash was stored when the fire, in fact, broke out at his house, and then the burning cash was retrieved by fire dowsing officers of the fire department. The panel is going to be probing Justice Verma's role in all of this, the number of telephone calls that he made on the night of 14th of March when the fire first broke out. Where was this cash exactly stored? Who had access to this cash that was stored? All of these aspects of this case are going to be examined by the three-judge panel that has been formed.
हाई कोर्ट के जो चीफ जस्टिस हैं, हिमाचल प्रदेश कोर्ट के जो चीफ जस्टिस हैं और कर्नाटक के जो जज हैं, उन तीनों पैनल में ऐसे आए थे यहाँ पे। क्या-क्या बातें हुई? क्या-क्या बात हुई? जस्टिस वर्मा से मुलाकात हुई क्या? जस्टिस वर्मा से मुलाकात हुई है कि नहीं हुई है? 25 मिनट वो अंदर थे। जस्टिस वर्मा से क्या मुलाकात हुई? क्या बातें हुई? जस्टिस वर्मा ने क्या जस्टिस वर्मा घर के अंदर थे सर? बताएंगे आप मुझे? 3 मेंबर पैनल की जो कमेटी थी वो अभी अंदर गई थी जस्टिस वर्मा के रेजिडेंस के अंदर, तुगलक क्रेसेंट रोड के अंदर।
Members of the panel, three-judge panel, reaching the house of the High Court judge. I'm going to go straight across to Nalini for more on that. Nalini, take us through the details of what will be on the priority list of the three-judge panel that has been formed. What all are they going to investigate? The aspects of the case are they going to be looking at?
Well, Sneha, first and foremost, let's put it out for our viewers that this means that officially the inquiry has been kicked off by the three judges that have been appointed by the Chief Justice of India. They visited the residence. Now, exactly what all they've done in the residence is something that the details of which we're still waiting for, whether or not they met Justice Verma, whether Justice Verma was even at his residence. But we know that the inquiry committee is going to be looking into authenticating all of the facts from the night of the 14th of March, which also means that they would have liked to see the location where the fire had happened, the outhouse which had caught fire, where the supposed wads of cash or the piles of cash were found, the half-burned cash. They would have had to see that particular location, determine as to whether or not it's the same location that's there in the video, essentially to judge the authenticity of the video itself. And once the authenticity of the video is judged, after that they are likely to call on several people, including the staff, the official and the personal staff who was at Justice Verma's residence, along with the first responders of the case, the fire officials and the police officials who had reached Justice Verma's residence on receiving the information regarding the fire. All of them will be examined by this three-member panel to judge exactly on the basis of what chain of events had occurred on the basis of which this entire inquiry has been set up. Another interesting thing that we have to watch out for are the kind of statements that had come in from officials. Particularly in the spotlight is the Fire Services Chief of Delhi, because he was the one who had initially given the statement that no amount of money was found during the fire at the judge's residence, and then had gone back on it and said that he never made such a statement. So why there was a contradiction in the Delhi Fire Services Chief's statements is something that the inquiry panel is also going to be looking at. Also, the contradictory statements that have come in from the authorities along with Justice Verma, because the police has said that that particular room, the outhouse where the fire was put, was locked and nobody had access to it. But Justice Verma, on the other hand, has said that his entire staff, the PWD officials who visited his residence, all had access to the room. So there are several contradictory statements that need to be looked into by this inquiry panel that has reached Justice Verma's residence. It means that the inquiry is officially kicked off. Whether or not it's going to be a speedy inquiry and whether they're going to try and submit the report as soon as possible, or if it's something that's going to take slightly longer, is something that we'll know only in the coming days once the inquiry progresses a little bit.
Right. Also tell us a little about the different kind of statements that were made essentially by the Chief Officer of the Fire Department as well. Nalini, that also is going to be looked at, including the call records of Justice Verma on whom he called when he got to know that there's a fire at his residence. Nalini?
Well, absolutely, Sneha. The call records are going to play as a part of a crucial piece of evidence during this entire inquiry. Because remember, when the report is submitted before the Chief Justice of India, they will have to detail exactly what all aspects they have looked into, what is it that they have discovered after speaking to several people, which is why at the very outset, Justice Verma was specifically asked to ensure that nothing from his phone is deleted, because his phone is going to be a crucial piece of evidence, either to prove his guilt or to prove his innocence, one way or the other. He has specifically been directed to not delete anything from his phone. The reason why that has been done is because the inquiry panel will have to determine exactly at what time of the night Justice Verma got the information about the fire at his residence, what was communicated to him, how long he spoke to which all people, more importantly, what were the phone calls that he made after he got the information regarding the fire, whether or not there was any information that was given to him regarding the cash being found, because Justice Verma on record has clearly told the Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court that neither his family nor his staff told him anything about any money being found. So if there are any calls that he's made after the fire, it will determine how much information he had and how long those conversations were for. So that is going to act as a crucial piece of evidence in this entire report that the three-member panel is going to set up. And like you correctly pointed out, the contradictory statements made by the officials is also going to be an interesting thing to watch out, because the three-member panel has to ensure that there is no attempt of any kind of cover-up by any official authority in the case. Their job is to determine the facts as they are and present those truthful facts before the Chief Justice of India, so that the Chief Justice of India can then decide what the future course of action should be. Remember, considering Justice Verma is still a sitting judge, there can be no FIR that can be lodged against him until and unless it has the approval of the Chief Justice of India, and only after knowing what the hard facts on the ground on the night of the 14th of March were, is the Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, going to decide whether or not there is a prima facie case to go ahead and order a proper investigation into this matter. Because in case that cash is found in Justice Verma's residence and belongs to Justice Verma, then where did that cash come from? Was it a quid pro quo for any kind of case that came up before him? Are all the larger questions that an investigating agency will have to answer.
Nalini, be with us. I'm just going to come back to you in a moment from now to tell our viewers a little about the three-member panel who are ready to probe the judge. And like we've been saying, the probe has already begun in a way. The Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court, Justice Sheel Nagu, a part of that panel. Also, Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court, Justice G.S. Sandhawalia. Justice Anu Sivaraman, who is a judge of the Karnataka High Court. They are going to be looking at this. Now, this is what the three-member panel will be essentially probing, like we've been telling you about. On the first responders, remember, it was a fire incident that has uncovered the cash that was found. Events on the night of the recovery on March 14th. Authenticity of the video that was recorded. Remember that video that had gone completely viral. Verify the location where the cash was burnt. Call upon the staff, security, they were deployed. What did they see, what they didn't see. Also on contradictory statements that have been made between Delhi Police Commissioner's statements as well, and on access to storeroom where the cash was stored. Justice Verma says that everybody had access to it. Fire Services Chief's contrary statements, like we've been telling you about, on cash, that is something that's going to be probed as well. On-call records, whom did Justice Verma call when this incident was reported first? Justice Verma's call records to determine the sequence of events on the 14th of March and on when the judge received the information on fire. What calls did he make then after the information on fire was received by him? Nalini continues to be with us. Nalini, talk to us a little about what next in terms of the probe. When is the final report going to be submitted? How much time does the panel have? What more can you tell us about that aspect?
Well, Sneha, even though the three-judge panel rather has been set up by the Chief Justice of India, it's important to remember that it's not a time-bound probe. So there is no specific duration of time that has been given to them within which they have to file the report. But the understanding is that it should be done as soon as possible, essentially because, like I told you earlier, Justice Yashwant Verma is still a sitting judge of the High Court, even though he's been recommended to be transferred back to the Allahabad High Court. But despite that, he's still a sitting judge. So any kind of aspersions or question marks on the conduct of a sitting judge will not fare out well for the entire higher judiciary, like we've been seeing for the past several days. So the committee will try and ensure that the entire inquiry is completed as soon as possible, because it will also take them a little bit of time to formulate the report and submit that report before the Chief Justice of India. One good thing that the Supreme Court has done, Sneha, is that from the very beginning, from the get-go, they have, from their side, tried to maintain as much transparency and as much accountability as possible with regard to this case. Whenever there's an in-house inquiry set up against any sitting judge, the usual modus operandi is to have everything confidential, to not let everything out into the public domain, because it specifically pertains to the image of the judge, which also leads to the perception towards the larger image of the judiciary. But in this case, the Chief Justice of India has taken a decision to put out everything into the public domain, including the kind of evidence that was handed to him by the Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court. So what we can expect is that once this report has been submitted by the inquiry panel before the Chief Justice of India, if not the report itself, at least certain details of the report will be shared with the public, so that we can get to know what exactly were the facts of the case on the 14th of March when there was a fire at Justice Verma's house. And in case he is not guilty of any crime in this entire matter, then it's going to be crucial for the judiciary to clear his name as soon as possible, so that the faith and the trust of the people of India in the higher judiciary can continue and can be maintained, instead of